Hey there friend, Mark from the Spark here. Thank you for joining me for another video. Now what you saw me unboxing there was the ESR Digital Pencil Pro, which only cost me, let me check this out here, £26.99 on Amazon. Now you may be asking yourself, Mark, why did you buy a cheapo Apple Pencil replacement when you've already got one on your iPad mini and you use that for note taking and what have you, and that's literally made for the thing from Apple? And that is a great question. However, the thing is, because I bought this new iPad Pro 13-inch a few weeks ago, I passed on my old iPad Pro to my son, who's a bit of a digital artist, and he'd been previously using a older version of the iPad with the old first generation Apple Pencil, which clearly couldn't use on the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. So to enable him to keep on making those wonderful works of art, I had to also pass along my Apple Pencil. He's kindly let me borrow it today to do a bit of a compare and contrast, which we will do shortly. But because I only really use it for note taking. I don't do art. At the very most, I'll use it possibly to edit my thumbnails on my iPad. I didn't really want to spend another 130 quid on the new Apple Pencil, but even if I did, that wouldn't work now with the iPad mini. So I thought to myself, what can I buy that I can use for simple note taking on my iPad mini? I don't really need to use it with my iPad Pro. And I don't want to spend 130 quid. And so I went online, had a little search, and I found the ESR Digital Pencil Pro. And it had some decent reviews. Let me look at it. So 1,055 ratings, 4.4 stars overall. So that's pretty good. And I had a look around at some of the comments, and it had good reviews on there. So it's got palm rejection, magnetic wireless charging, we'll check that out, tilt sensitivity, and it's compatible with iPad Pro 12.9, 11-inch, iPad Air, Mini 6, etc. So what do we get in the box? Let's have a little look. So obviously we get this, we get the pencil itself. Let's put that to one side for the minute. It says here we can have a replaceable active nib, screw it in and out, a little bit very similar to the iPad, the Apple Pencil. There we go. The technology, it looks very similar. I mean, it's lighter. It's definitely lighter. It's the same size, but it's definitely lighter, and it's got one of those old nub things that we used to get way back in the day before Apple brought out their Apple Pencils. Maybe we'll see what we can do with that. Just for capacitive touch. Is that what that is? Anyway, so there we are. Kind of same flat side here, rounded on the other ones, and some charging indicators here. There's no other way of charging this other than magnetically. But there we go. Okay, so stylus light replace. What's this? There we go. Replaceable capacitive tip. Pencil can be used when turned on. Pairing via Bluetooth is not required. Again, just like the iPad, keep calling it iPad Pencil, Apple Pencil. So let's just see what else we get in the box here. Okay, so in here. What's in here? So there is a charging cable in here. Right. Okay, I see. So is it not chargeable via the iPad mini? Do you need this to charge it magnetically? Okay, well, we'll see. So I guess that just goes in there. And then, where is it? Where's my pencil? There we go. That would be charged like that magnetically. I guess a little charging indicator there as well. Okay, so that's one way of charging it, maybe the only way of charging it. And I guess these might be some replaceable nibs and tips and what have you. There we go. Oh. So these are see-through tips. And you can see that on the camera. These are clear tips and a different kind of capacitive. Okay, so this here is very soft and squidgy. This is harder and more friction. And then obviously these here are see-through. but they assume they work exactly the same. Okie dokie. That's interesting. I wonder why they've done that. Give you a few different options, I guess. Maybe we should really look at the instructions a bit more. There we are. Okay, well, I'm interested whether it will automatically connect to my iPad and begin charging wirelessly. So let's have a look and see what it does. It is charging, and it says here, let me just bob my code in, and let's open up Freeform app, shall we? And just tap. Okay, can we tap? Let's open up. Do that again, like that. It doesn't come up with the Apple Pencil kind of thing that pops down when you put this thing on here. There you go, Apple Pencil tells you. I didn't really expect that. It does look like it's charging. And it should now. Okay, so that's not working. It said it should just automatically work. Well, the capacitive touch is obviously working. That is not working at all. Let's try this. Let's go into settings. It says it doesn't need to find it in Bluetooth, but there we are. Let's have a look. Apple Pencil connected. Okay, maybe there's not enough charge. This is interesting. I've just tried it on my iPad. And it is working. It's not bad, but the question is, why is it not working on here? Do I need to take off the old iPad Pencil? Let me forget device. We'll do that. I'll go back into Freeform. There we are. Okay, so there was something to do with needing to remove the old pencil before this could be used. Don't quite know why that needed to be the case, but there we are. So seems nice to write with. I haven't tried it with the other one now. This doesn't feel any, the nib on here doesn't feel any sharper than the Apple Pencil. It doesn't feel like it's going to do any kind of damage or anything to the screen. It seems to work okay. I'm going to be using this to be making notes. I'm not going to be using this to do any kind of fancy drawings or anything like that. I'm just going to be using it purely for doing what I'm doing here. Let's just try. Get rid of this capacitive touch here, put this one on here. Okay, it's a bit grippier, which you would kind of want to expect it to be because it's got a grippier texture to it. There we go. And then let's unscrew this nib here. Put one of these on here. See what this does. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Looks a bit strange, but feels the same as the plastic one. The white plastic one doesn't feel any different. It looks to be the same kind of roundedness at the end. I wonder if I replace the nib on the Apple Pencil, I wonder what happens. So I'll put this plastic one. See if it fits for a start. It might not fit. No, it does. It does fit. Works absolutely fine. This is working. Okay, so the technology is obviously exceedingly similar. I mean, I don't really know how this thing works at the end, but there we are. There we go. Seems to take a few moments, a lot longer than it does the Apple Pencil, to kind of get itself recognized and set up with this. But look, I'm perfectly happy with it. We'll see how it goes. This is a interesting charging solution as well. If you can just leave it on there, then that's what you would do anyway, isn't it? So it's a bit lighter. It's a tad not as responsive, but not that you'd really notice unless you're doing artwork. But if you're just making notes like me, it seems to be a great little buy for £27. So there we are. That's the ESR Digital Pencil Pro. If you've lost this thing and you want to replace it with something else, you just want it for notes, then it seems to be a solution. And as we've discovered, it will also work on here as well on the new iPad. You just have to charge it on here, because I did look, it does magnetically attach, and you can see that on there, but there's no charging light, so it does, and it is loose, but it's an alternative for a pencil that will work, despite it's not saying it on the Amazon listing. Will work with both the new iPad and the Apple Mini as well. So there you go. Go bag yourself one of those. Not sponsored by them. Use the link in the description below. I'll probably make it an affiliate link. A few little pennies might go my way if you do that. Okay, for those of you who've been around the channel for a while, you might know that actually I do a lot of my note taking on my Kindle Scribe. For those of you who are new to the channel, maybe you want to go check out that video here and let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments, do you think it might be worthwhile buying the new Apple Pencil with all the squidgy stuff? Should I buy it to review it? Let me know. All right, take care. Until the next one.